So, you know how everyone kind of just talks about agentic systems? Like, we've also gotten so used to saying AI agent, but rarely have I seen people talk about the anatomy or what makes up an agentic system. According to me, five things make up an agentic system. First thing is context management. So, if you think Claude Code, which is a coding agent, context management for Claude Code would be loading up the code files, maybe some skills, and the system prompt itself. So that's context management. The second is tool calling. So the ability for an LLM to actually go out into the real world and do things is tool calling. So calling APIs, calling functions, etc. So in the Cloud Code land, this would look like reading the file system, reading files, listing files, running Git commands, writing to a file, etc. Cloud Code has a whole bunch of tools that it has access to. The third is the agentic loop itself. So this is the bit where the LLM actually kind of comes in. Like this is the thing that makes the work that you want it to do, it's being done in a loop. So the agentic loop is given an instruction saying, oh, build me this app. Something like Claude Code would then use context management, so read the file system, its system prompt, the skills, etc. Use the tools at its disposal, so reading the file, writing the file, running subcommands, bringing up Docker, for example, and then do that in a loop until it has actually it thinks that it has finished the task. Now, coming to like what finished looks like, that's step number 4, which is verification. So this is the bit that actually kind of makes sure that the LLM doesn't generate crap and actually stays on point and verifies itself. So Claude Code is a great example again, that has a self-verification loop. So this could be like running the tests in your code base, or doing a lint check before committing, etc. So a verification loop to make sure that the work that was done is actually what was supposed to be done. This also includes human in the loop, so that a human that can actually go and say, yes, this is what I need and whatever, right? So you can actually have a human in the loop verification also. The fifth, and possibly one of those things that is not talked about enough, is observability and tracing. So the ability to kind of look at what the agent did when, what tools calls were chosen, why they were chosen, the latency, how much tokens were actually used, is the observability and traceability part. And something like Cloud Code actually emits open telemetry signals by default. So that's it. Those are the five things that a good AI agent does, which is essentially the term is an AI harness, which is context management, tool calling, the agent loop, verification, observability, and traceability.